show your dad. And as Diamond showed me the video, he walked away.
So y'all see how now all of a sudden I'm such a girl. I'm so immature because I tell you I don't like when you pull through my hair, right? As a matter of fact, she said I went ballistics, but y'all see I didn't go ballistics. All I did was lower myself and go closer towards her hand so she stops pulling through it, right? But I went ballistics, right? So now that I broke that down to y'all, that little video right there, let's continue though.
So I watched the video and I noticed Diamond touching his hair because Diamond is like very affectionate type person. So she was touching his hair and then he got upset.
Oh, so now all of a sudden Diamond's affectionate, right? Now here we go to sweet talking your daughter, right? So now it seems like, oh my God, Diamond's being so nice. Diamond's playing with his hair and he just gets mad out of nowhere. No, I did not get mad at that. Matter of fact, I know a lot of girls know from my high school that when you play with my hair, I do like when you play with my hair. But when you rip through my hair, I don't like when you rip through my hair. Now, why don't I like when you rip through my hair? Well, let's demonstrate real quick. Look at my hair. I'm pulling through it hard, right? Now, there's knots at the end. So that means if you keep pulling harder, and the knots come off, that means your hair is pulling, and if you're tender-headed, you would know that hurts, right? But anyway, let's keep going, though.
And I believe that Diamond, afterwards was like trying to say to him, okay, try to say it's not a big deal or something like that,
How do you know what she was trying to tell me? So now you're telling me you remember what she told you word for word? Now you're trying to make up stuff. Now you're trying to make it seem like Diamond was being nice right after it. Y'all seen how she walked away with her attitude. Y'all know Diamond likes to hold her attitude, so now you're trying to make it seem like she was nice right after, right? But we clearly seen she walked away. Right?
But that was one of the times that I was there, and Diamond confronted what happened to his face.
So now you're saying, and that was one of the times I was there. One of the times. That means there's more times, right? So now you're making up more stuff to make me look like a bad person, right?
Diamond has that habit. She's not afraid to tell me things in front of her friends, whether it be boyfriends or whatever. Now, speaking of this, you might be sitting there and be like, oh, well, what kind of dad, blah, blah. Let me tell you something.
What kind of dad? What? You didn't finish your sentence. As a matter of fact, I'll finish it for you. You was going to say what kind of dad is in their daughter's relationship. Well, yes, what kind of dad is in their daughter's relationship like you are? I know a dad has his standards, looks out for his daughter, obviously, but the way you're in her relationship, she tells you everything. As a matter of fact, she tells you 80% of the things that happens, right?
As her father, somebody that knows her quite very well, that knows almost everything that she does, I probably know 80% of whatever Diamond does because we have that kind of close relationship.
You pretty much know everything that happens, right? So that means you know everything that's going on in our relationship. And one thing I've told Diamond before is I don't want you telling everything that goes on in our relationship. Now, why? This is why. Why would I feel comfortable you telling your dad everything that goes on in our relationship? And I'm talking about everything from good to bad to anything that happens in our relationship. Why is it okay for your dad to know everything that's going on? I'm not dating your dad. I'm dating you. It's a relationship. It's our relationship. Well, let's keep going, though.
When you push your child away, when you push your loved one away, whether you judge them.
Now, I want y'all to pay attention to body language real quick. As a matter of fact, I'm going to replay this in slow motion, right? And before he says any words, I want y'all to pay attention to his body language.
When you push your child away, when you push your loved one.
So now, do y'all see how he doesn't really have anything else to say? He's just really just freestyling now, right? Do y'all see how before he says any words, before he says any sentences, he starts to look away? Now he's just started to free talk. Now he's just trying to say anything that comes to his mind, right? But let's keep going, though.
Now, I'll challenge you. You need to go check this out. Like I said, Google all these things about people that's been abused, that's been raped. Women, most times. Sometimes it's little kids, sometimes it's boys, sometimes it's men. You know, when they're raped, when they're abused, you know most times they don't report it. You know the reason why they don't? Because we are quick to jump to judgment.
So now, all of a sudden, he's talking about rape and abuse, but I thought we were talking about abuse only, right? I'm telling y'all, pay attention to what he's saying. Don't let him brainwash y'all. But let's keep going, though.
Oh, that's because he or she was dressed this way. Oh, that's because he or she flirts. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
No, let me tell you something. Stop lying on my name, bruh. I already gave y'all enough evidence of this man lying on my name, trying to make me look like I'm an abuser, trying to make me look bad to protect his daughter's image. But we're not done here. We have a whole nother explanation to give out.
Oh, I know I did that earlier, and people made this into a meme or whatever. I know it's funny, ha ha ha, but it is what it is. I put myself in this position.
Come do it to me!
So I'm back. So I'm going to get straight to this, to all the facts or whatever. This is back in August 8th. This was while we were in LA. Jason texted me, and he said, she's mad, speaking about Diamond. She's mad at me because she thinks I'm only thinking of myself, when in reality I've been actually talking to so-and-so, so we can get some videos, in for her. But I don't know. I guess she's not seeing it, honestly. Just really been putting in the effort. So I responded to him. I said, just give her a little recognition around people. This is again speaking of Diamond. I said, just give her a little recognition around people that she's meeting for the first time. If not, she'll turn cold.
So notice how in the beginning I told y'all that Diamond only likes me for social media purposes. She was only with me for all the clout, all that attention, right? So I want y'all to listen to this real quick.
So I responded to him. I said, just give her a little recognition around people. This is again speaking of Diamond. I said, just give her a little recognition around people that she's meeting for the first time. If not, she'll turn cold.
So that goes back to what I was saying. I don't give her recognition and she gets mad at me. That kind of sounds like what I was saying earlier. She's only with me for social media purposes, right? See, we were with a couple of YouTubers. This is my first time ever going to LA, my first time ever going inside that house that we went to. And now, all of a sudden, I'm trying to meet everyone there too. You're trying to meet everyone there too. Why does it make me a bad person for not giving you recognition? Now I'm selfish, right? Now what y'all gonna do, call me selfish? How is that selfish if I don't know the people myself? We're both on the same boat. So how does that make me selfish? You should not be getting mad over petty stuff like that. You see, it's little petty stuff that she would get mad over, and it would be stuff pertaining to social media every single time.
He said, I will, thanks. Then I said, she either sees you guys as a couple or not. She doesn't want to be in between. And he's like, got you.
Exactly, y'all heard him. Quote unquote, he said, she either sees you guys as a couple or not. She doesn't want to be in between. So now, all of a sudden, because I don't introduce you to some brand new people that I don't know, now you kind of feel in between? How does that make any sense? She either sees you guys as a couple or not. I looked at it, the way everything was going around us, I mean, I would have thought we was a couple. I mean, I think it's pretty obviously that we were a couple. So if you didn't see it, then why didn't you just say it? Why didn't you just tell me, yo, it doesn't feel like we're a couple, right? Why couldn't you tell me personally, right?